Hey guys, this is Marshall with Momming in the City. Welcome back to my channel. This is my third cash envelope stuffing for the month of September. And guys, I gotta start this off being very transparent with you guys. Last week did not go well as far as my budget. I went over in my grocery category by about $75. If you saw my video from last week, I had went down to $75 a week for my grocery budget. I'm trying to get 1 month ahead on my bills for October. So the month of September, I'm saving half of my bills for October from my first paycheck and half of my bills for October from my second September paycheck. And so that way I'll have the money just sitting in that account when October rolls around. And because of that, I've been really cutting back on my spending and my cash envelopes. And I also have not been stuffing my sinking funds. But if you saw my video last week, I stuffed my emergency and my savings sinking fund from the leftover cash that I had from the previous week. Now, you know, it's something how life goes, because the previous week I had did so well where I had money left over. I think I had $40 left over. And I put that $40 into my emergency sinking fund and my savings sinking fund, just to turn around and have to go into my sinking funds to get money out to cover that $75 that I went over on my grocery bill. But I will tell you guys, and some people may agree, some people may not, I didn't take the money out that I had put into the emergency and savings sinking fund. I went into some of my other sinking funds, like my holiday sinking fund, my car maintenance sinking fund, and I took money from that to cover the cost. You know, I didn't like that I did it, but it is what it is, and I am going to work to get those back up once we get into October and I can start saving money a little more. So that was my truth moment. I just wanted to, let y'all know that, it happens. So this week, instead of doing $75, I'm raising my grocery budget up to $100, and I'm hoping that that will be able to suffice and that I won't go over. So without further ado, we're going to start stuffing for my grocery envelope. Like I said, I'm going to save, I'll put in $100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's going for groceries. I've also started menu planning. I've always did this, but kind of off and on. You guys let me know if y'all want to see a menu planning video to see how I menu plan to correspond with my my grocery budget. So that's 100. Next, let's see, for spending $10. So that's, it's been hard with this cutback, but it is what it is. It is important to me to get 1 month ahead on my bills, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order to be able to do that. Next is gas. And guys, I was just thinking about this, and there was a time where going over in my categories, well, first of all, I wasn't doing cash envelopes. I was just using my debit card for everything. And I would literally go over, like overdraft my account if I went over and have to pay an overdraft fee. And so as disappointed as I was that I wasn't able to stay within that budget, I was grateful that I had cash in other places that I could go ahead and use to pay for, rather than overdrafting my account or anything like that. So as my journey go along, I realize it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to fit me. And I know where I come from. And so to come from that and just be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to go into my car maintenance envelope and use that to pay for my groceries. It wasn't the best thing, but I'm glad I'm not overdrafting my account or anything like that. Soon I'm going to do a whole debt story, like my financial story with you guys, and just kind of tell you, a little bit about my financial background and everything. So for household, $10. I don't know if I said, but gas, $10. Household, $10. And I was also talking last week about the decision because I wanted to do a no spend September where I didn't spend any money other than like groceries, gas, and household. I was not going to stuff my eating out and my spending envelopes because I feel like that's a luxury. But I had to be, keep it real with myself. And again, not just, I feel like sometimes when you put too many restrictions on yourself, you'll feel like, forget it. I'm just not doing this anymore because I can't stick to it. So instead of blowing the whole thing, I said, even though I'm doing no spend September, let me put something to the side. Like with eating out, my family, we love to get snowballs. And so it's not a reality for me, that we won't get a snowball at all in the month of September. So because of that, I want to put something in my envelope. So eating out, $10. And guys, normally at the beginning of my video, I go through my envelopes to see what's left over, to see what I could put in my $1 savings challenge. But as you can tell, there was nothing left over in these envelopes, once the dust settled. So nothing is going into my $1 and $5 savings challenge this week because I had nothing to put in there. But I do have some change. I always have some change. So let me get that and I'm going to put them in my jar. All right, guys. So I'm back with my change. And what I do is when I use my cash envelopes, any change that I get back, I always put to the side. I really try not to ever reuse my change, even if I'm paying for something, unless it's something like if my total is, 21.06, I'll give 6-cent change. But if it's like 21.28, I normally like to keep the change left over from that dollar and save it. Now, y'all know we have been going and still are going through a coin shortage. So sometimes they want you to have exact change. But I would say 9 times out of 10 people will break the dollar and give you the change back. But sometimes people want you to have exact change. So what I had started doing was I was putting money to $1 and change to the side just so that I'll have exact change. But I've been realizing more and more that people haven't been, really bothering me about that. I know in certain other places in the country, it's more strict, but I hadn't really been having that issue with this. So I've just gone back to saving my change. Like I said, if it's like, less than 10 cents, I'll go ahead and pay for it with my change if I have it. But normally if it's like, in the 20-some cent or something like that, I'll just pay with the next dollar, and whatever change I get back, I put it to the side so that I can save it in my coin jar. And, my coin jar, I've been saving this year is getting pretty full. Like I said, I wasn't able to save for a few months when I wasn't really using cash and wasn't really going out of the house very much, spending money at all. But when I was going out, I was using my card, and that's what the stores were preferring, that you use the card. It seemed like they really didn't want cash at all, and I wasn't really getting money out the bank to use cash. So I stopped saving for a little bit with my change. So I feel like it would have been fuller had I not done that. But I'm grateful with the progress that I've made. So, and I saved my change separately. So I saved my silver separate from my brownies. But that's my change. I don't know really what I want to do with my change. Once it gets full, I'll probably cash it in and pay off a debt or get something really nice and then kind of start back over again. I was toying with the idea of just putting it in a bigger jar and continuing to save and just see how much I can save, for years. So I don't know. I may do that. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. If y'all were saving change, would y'all redo it every year and kind of get something nice at the end of the year? Or would you continue to save for years and years and years to see how much it would all add up to after like 5 years? So let me know if y'all are 1 year, if y'all would be a 1 year saver or versus a 5 year saver. So comment below, and y'all subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let me know any other type of videos that you would like to see from me. I'm loving doing this. I get excited to have to do it, and I'm grateful for the feedback that I've been getting and the love that y'all been sending my way. So Guys, I'm Marshall. I'm signing out till next week. Bye.